Hey guys, welcome back to the Brown Señoritas podcast. I'm Caro.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Desi.
And for today's episode, we just saw that we got a couple of new followers. Okay, not a couple. We got a good
Quite a
amount.
lot.
You could even say that one of our reels is going viral.
It just keeps getting likes. So we just thought it'd be fun to kind of reintroduce ourselves. I feel like the first episode, we were still trying to go through the technical stuff. So this is going to be the real us. We're going to be asking each other questions, and you're just going to get to know more about us, so we're excited.
And we asked you guys to submit a bunch of questions, so we posted it on our Brown Señoritas Instagram, and we also posted on our personal Instagrams.
Anonymous questions.
So you guys wouldn't be scared. And some of you were not scared to ask certain things.
Some of you are nosy.
For real. So shout out to you guys, because honestly, that's fun.
Yeah. I want to know what everyone's doing. I just like to know about
I want to know everybody's deep, dark secrets.
Yeah.
I want to know, literally, if you got tea, I want to know.
Even if we don't ever talk again, I still want to know everything about your life.
Why is it that we want to know these things?
We're just curious.
We literally
creatures.
just crave human depth.
Yeah.
I think. At least I do.
I saw this TikTok. That was I don't care about celebrity gossip. I want to know why the Kohl's workers are not talking to each other.
Yes.
Small drama.
Right, because celebrity stuff is just
it's
everyone made up.
It's all made up and it's all publicity.
It doesn't affect you in any way.
But I want at school, if any of my coworkers are oh, I got tea, I'm running to the room and I'm tell me.
Oh yeah.
Tell me the tea.
I wonder why we like that so much as humans.
I mean, that's why we maybe because we grew up on telenovelas too, dude.
It's just entertaining.
We just to be entertained.
Why is drama entertaining? Why can't we just move on?
See other people.
It's it's I don't know, but I know there's something about not being able to know that entices me to want to know more. Yeah. When someone's I can't tell you this, it's not my place to tell you. I'm bitch, tell me. Well, I don't care. I won't tell anybody, but tell me.
A lot of the times I just want to understand why people do the things they do.
Right.
Tell me the reasoning behind this.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Are we seeking for relatability? Because I would do the same, or
yeah,
or is it validation? Oh, I'm not that bad of a human because she did that.
Seeing a new perspective because you're I would never do something like that, but I want to know why you would do something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe at least for me, it's more of I just want to know I'm not as bad as I think.
You're not,
or as crazy,
or as dirty, or as messy.
But it's so. But honestly, I feel the older I've gotten, the more I feel either people around me or myself are more open about things, and then I realize, oh, we all do the same thing.
We're all lunatics.
We all go through the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's I never told anybody this before, and then I tell them, and they're oh yeah, bro, same. And I'm okay, good. I'm not psycho.
I think that's why we at least this part of social media. It's more relatable. Instead of growing up, we saw big influencers with traveling all the time, and now it's that was the time of Instagram influencers, and now it's how can we be influenced but also see that we're the same, that we can relate.
Totally. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah,
so maybe that's why we like to know each other's people or each other's business.
I want to know your guys' business.
You do.
I do.
We tell you everything.
Literally, I just want to know what people want to know about you.
Right. And that's what we're going to find out today.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's start.
So today, you are going to find out our dirty little secrets. I'm just kidding. That's weird. Okay. So
I don't have any.
I'm going to share some of the questions that we got on the Brown Señoritas. So for the three of us, not individual ones. So first someone said, hey, sorry if you shared this before, but how did you guys meet? So I think that's a good one to start off with.
I met Stacy first.
I cannot remember how we met.
I don't know either.
I don't know day one. I just know we've known each other for a really long time.
For a hot minute. But
yeah.
It
was
almost
a lot of mutual friends.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's almost all these mutual friends divided in two groups, but we would run into each other all the time.
doTERRA.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So you worked at doTERRA.
Yeah.
I did not, but every single human I knew worked at doTERRA. All my roommates, all my friends, everybody worked at doTERRA. And so I kind of just got sucked into that little friend group.
I feel every returned missionary in 2015 worked there.
I would have, but I was on a student visa and I legally couldn't work outside of campus. And I remember being jealous that everybody worked at doTERRA. I'm like, I want to shift to doTERRA.
I want to make more than $7 an hour.
I want the Spanish call center at doTERRA. But yeah, so I think that was like kind of our...
Yeah. And we just bump into each other, say hi, hang out, talk, chat.
But when did you guys like get close?
Post-pandemic. Like in the middle of the pandemic.
Because I wasn't there.
Yeah. So I moved away.
Post-pandemic?
It was like in the... not towards the end of the pandemic. Is the pandemic even over?
Well, it's like...
It is.
My mom got COVID like 2 weeks ago, so I don't think it's over. I was at BYU, and I had like my group of friends there, but then I moved to Wisconsin for 2 years, and in those 2 years, all my friends from BYU either moved away, got married, had kids, and so when I came back, I had none of them. Wow. And so, granted, it was a pandemic, so like no one was really hanging out, but I started hanging out with a couple of friends, like Adam, and then Adam lived with her, and so...
Oh, that time.
Yeah, so like really right out, so it was 2020.
So you guys haven't hung out for a long time.
We would like hang out before, but like in like big group settings, and then...
Yeah, it wasn't like I would text Stacey, hey, let's hang out.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2020 is when we like... And then I started kicking it over at their house, literally like all...
so you just started coming over, and that's how you guys got close.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then, Desi, I like knew of you for a long time.
Right.
But I obviously, there was not like a common friend group either.
No, because I mean, you guys were all, there was this group of friends, right? And obviously my ex was in that friend group. And so I started dating him, and that's how I got introduced to all of you guys. Yep. Like it was through him, because I had my own group of friends and my own people. So then it was like through him that I met all of you guys. So I've known of Caro, and I've always thought she was really cool. And then you started hanging out with Yasir and other people, right. and then anyway. So then I heard your name, honestly, and it's funny because she would say like, "Oh, Stacy." I'm like, "Who's Stacy? Like, why are you hanging out with Stacy? Oh, who's this girl? Why are you hanging out with her all the time?"
And me and Yassi were like besties.
Yeah, and I was like, "He's hanging out with this girl named Stacy. Who's Stacy?" And I remember I got a little jealous, and then because I was working every weekend, so he didn't know what to do with his life, so he was hanging out with you guys, and then I met you, and I was like, oh, she's so cool. Like, there's no problem here. She's not who I thought she was.
It's so funny because I have a funny story about how I met you too.
Okay.
So, my best friend at the time, the person I used to hang out with.
Yes.
He's friends, you know.
Yeah. They know each
other. And he would tell me like, oh yeah, Desi's a bitch. Like, we don't like Desi. We don't like Desi. Desi's a bitch. And so I'm in my... And this is so funny because I have lived through this many times where people tell me like, oh, don't hang out with this person because they suck. And then I meet that person and I'm like, okay, why did I even listen? Anyway, so like, he would tell me all these things. He's like, oh yeah, she's like this and like this and like this. And I'm like... okay, well, like, let me make my decision for myself. But we never hung out because you never came around. And I remember I'd be like, yes, here, I want to meet your girlfriend. Yes, here, I want to meet your girlfriend. Yes, here, I want to meet your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
And I would, like, creep on your Instagram. I'd be like, oh, my gosh, she's such a babe. Oh, my gosh, she's in Cancun. I was in Cancun. Why were we not in Cancun together? And I was like, bro, I want to be friends with her so bad. I want to meet her so bad. And then I met you at your house. And literally the first day I was like playing it cool. I was like, I'm not gonna approach her yet.
I remember that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened?
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember the first time I met you.
And I remember you were sitting there with Yasir, and I was like, okay, should I approach her now? I was like, oh wait. I was like, I'm gonna be cool. I was like, I gotta give off a really good first impression. And then I don't know, somewhere through the night, you were like, you're Stacy, right? And I was like, you're Desi, right? And then after that, I was like, and I was like, she's not a bitch at all. Why did I listen to this person?
I will say, I do remember that day. So obviously for very specific reasons, But I just remember feeling like so much love in that house.
Yeah.
It was
special.
It was a very special night. Yeah. And like honestly surprised me that my friends were there, but in a way I'm like, you guys had just so my brother had just passed away. It wasn't the funeral yet, so it was in the middle of the week, I want to say. And your emotions are just all over the place during that time. And to see like all my friends there, it gave me like a sense of comfort, peace, foundation, stability. I'm like, okay, I can be vulnerable with these people and they'll get it. Yeah. So everyone in that room, regardless of what has happened after that, was like a very special day for me.
I agree.
That was really nice.
I remember, I think like Cody texted us saying like, hey, we're going to be home today. And all of us were like, let's go. Like,
everyone was there.
And we're like, should we get our flowers? What should we bring? Like, let's just be there. Like, and all of us, I don't think any of us were like, what do we, I think I was like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how she feels. I don't know how to like act or whatever, but I'm like, I think if we're all there together, it would. And it ended up being fun. Like, we were laughing. And
it wasn't awkward or anything. Right.
Yeah.
It was
I met a lot of people that day. Like, that was the first time I met Adam. The first time I met a lot of you guys. That's crazy. That feels like so long ago, but that wasn't that long ago.
Dude, I swear these pandemic years have been.
It's gonna go on really 3 years. No, because that was 20.
At the end of the year.
Wait, was it 2021?
2021.
Oh, so 2 years.
Mid 2021.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then I just don't know how we just got so close. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Brunch. Oh, and then the three of us would go to brunch, and then our conversations would be like, just.
Why do we like, resonate with each other so much?
And then we were like, we need to record this for the world to listen to us. And here we are.
Yeah.
A couple months later.
I'm so glad I met you guys.
Honestly. My life is
meant to be
changed. It's been awesome.
It seriously has.
Really good friends.
What do we like to do together? Someone else asked that. And it's
talk.
Obviously. Holy, that's all we do. We literally we can talk for hours.
Shut up.
Ever.
It's funny. So when we record
I like it.
Oh, when we record these podcasts, it is 10:26 right now. We got here at about 8:30, 8:40. We have just been chatting nonstop, and then we're like, hey, we should probably start recording at some point. And then we talk for another hour as we record, and then we stop recording, and then we keep chatting until like 3 a.m. And then I'm like, guys, I have to go teach at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Like
I have to wake up.
I have to go. But that's how it goes.
But the thing about us, it's like, it's not the typical like get together with your friends and talk about girl stuff. Like,
we're not over
we
here.
were just talking about like God and like what's the purpose of living
and
like,
the Book of Mormon.
Like we talk about really serious things. Like, it's really meaningful to me, which is why we started the podcast.
Yeah, and I think with you guys, I feel very safe to talk about really anything, with things that probably I wouldn't be able to talk to like most people. About. So
absolutely.
So what do we like to do together? We like to talk.
We talk.
We do like to brunch.
We haven't done that.
We haven't brunched in a sec. It's been like a month.
We should do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
A month? Oh yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What would be a dream girls trip, and where would we go? Honestly, I would be happy to go anywhere in the world with you guys.
Right, it would be so fun.
Anywhere, like let's go to the beach. I'm a beachy girl.
Pick one place though that you think that all of us could vibe at.
Hawaii.
Anywhere.
Or Hawaii.
New York.
It's like way off.
Hawaii. Paris.
Ooh.
New Zealand.
I feel like it would be fun to do like a New York trip because we did talk about doing that.
Yeah.
But you know what would be cool? Like some kind of crazy place where we're all there for the first time, like Japan
or like places that we don't even know that much about.
Yeah, like
Switzerland.
If we go to super crazy, like nada que ver.
That would be so fun.
Yeah,
that would be so fun.
I would be happy going anywhere with you guys.
We can go to St. George. Have the best time of my life.
Can we?
Right.
Let's just go next weekend. I'm serious. Let's just drive down there.
We need to.
The three of us, and we do have a baby that we have to take with us.
That's true.
Because that's the little Brown Señorita.
Yeah.
Right. We do have a Brown Señorita that's not on the podcast.
Right. She's sleeping right now.
No, Aisha.
Oh, Aisha.
She is probably sleeping.
She probably is sleeping.
She is a Brown Señorita, but she's not on the pod.
Yeah.
And she's a really good friend of ours.
She goes to brunch with us.
Yeah.
We love
Aisha.
her. She's genuinely the sweetest girl. Okay, what's the hardest part of having a podcast, and what do we love about it? I love this question. Thank you for whoever asked that question. That's a good one. I think the hardest part for me is just like learning a lot of the technological aspects of it. I haven't. I need to. It's been just such a learning journey for us. And I guess it's like a good thing and a bad thing, but it's like we sucked at the beginning. Like
literally name 5 things we did wrong.
The camera, the microphones, the placement, the lights.
We recorded in slow motion, a whole episode in slow motion.
Yeah. And that's recently.
We have recorded an episode without any audio.
We used to record on the computer microphone for like 6 episodes. And we were like, bro, we paid so much money for these microphones. Why aren't they working?
How come they don't work?
It's because we just literally didn't click microphone. We just left it on the computer.
What else have we done? We've lost files.
Yeah,
I deleted a whole episode on accident.
We recorded an awesome Halloween episode.
It was like the best.
Super fun. And
yes, it's full of scary.
You were trying to edit something out, and then you delete the whole thing.
I deleted.
She literally just was like, she felt so bad. But what's funny is, I didn't care. Did you? I literally was not bothered. I was like,
I have not been able to forgive myself.
It was really just a matter of time before it happened. And then we did re-record it, so you did still listen to it with just kind of like, I don't think we changed much.
No,
I changed my
story.
Same.
Okay, but it was, anyway.
That is the hard part. It's like we have been messing up a lot because, I mean, we have the content, but we don't have the skills.
I don't think any of us came with any, like, podcasting background knowledge. Like, literally, I think I knew nothing.
And we've learned from our mistakes. And as you can tell, things are looking better, sounding better. And hopefully it will continue to improve. Like, we know we're not where we want to be, but this is what we know how to do now. And we have been, like, meeting with other people, talking to other podcasters, and they've been helping us a lot. And so it will just continue to get better. Yeah. But the hardest part for all of us, hands down, technology. Like, we're literally stupid. Like, literally.
I think one thing is, I guess, looking back at videos, I'm like, did I not... Okay, I will be honest. I've had a hard time with, like, trying to get ready every day, okay? So, like, looking back at videos, even recent videos, I'm like, why do I look like that? But I'm like, you know what?
It's in the past.
Doesn't matter. I said what I said. That's the most important thing.
Right.
So I think that's just another hard thing about doing a podcast is, like, looking at yourself and hearing yourself.
And we were sitting in very unflattering angles at some point. Like, there is one episode I refuse to look at because I hate myself.
Some episodes will be deleted in the future.
Probably
start
now.
episode 12.
But and what do I love about it? Something I love is how I get to have this creative outlet where I can just speak my mind with you guys and, like,
express yourself.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people don't get that. Like, before this, I didn't.
You just kept your own thoughts to yourself.
Right, like, you would have conversations with your friends, but this is, like, a very cool, structured way of doing it. And and it's funny, I think about it sometimes, I'm like, I don't care if anybody listens. I don't care if we ever go viral or gain millions of followers. I mean, obviously it'd be awesome, but...
This is therapy.
I'm just doing this for me. Literally. I'm not doing this for any of you guys. I'm doing this for me. Yeah. And so that's what I love about it. And to kick it with you guys.
I guess also it's made me realize, like, anyone that wants or is thinking about doing a podcast, like, people legit want to know your thoughts, right? There might be some things, like, some topics that I don't care about when it comes to podcasts, right? So I don't listen to those podcasts. But even then, like, there's podcasts that go for, like, 3 or 4 hours per episode, and people listen to that. So I'm like, people want to know what everyone else is thinking and we're thinking the same. So I kind of like that sense of unity that's, like, no matter what topics our podcast are, what people are thinking, like, we all just try to find some, like, common ground.
Yeah. And connection.
And I don't know, maybe I just like that community that everyone's super respectful of each other. Like, at least from the podcasters that we've met, that everyone has different topics, but we can all connect still.
Totally.
And honestly,
I love reading feedback. Like whenever people will leave comments on our posts or like send us messages, like we got a message the other day and this girl was like, I cried listening to this. I cried listening to this episode. And I was like, oh my gosh, like we're here having a great time. And sometimes we don't comprehend how much we are influencing other people.
And it's like, there are millions of people on earth. Someone out there is bound to resonate. Yeah. Find something to resonate with. And
I love hearing the feedback.
I will literally reread comments. I'm like, I'm gonna read it again and again.
Because
I love when people give us.
I like almost don't believe them. Maybe that's kind of like the imposter syndrome.
Did you really cry?
Did you really cry about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's true. Like there's some things that we say that we just think it's casual conversation, but on the other side, our audience, it really touches them, right? Mm-hmm. And I would have loved to have heard someone growing up that was an immigrant living in Utah, and this is obviously common to us, but anywhere, right? But someone growing up in the United States and like going through this journey of both cultures and learning English, and I'm like, I would have loved to hear that growing up. So I'm like, okay, now we're at a place that we are able to do that, and so hopefully, younger generations, that's something special that we can provide for them.
Yeah, I love what you just said. Yeah. Truly, that's what it like drives me, because I'm like, I wish I had this when I didn't have it.
Yeah. Correct. Okay, this is a fun one. How did Caro find out she was pregnant? I'm just like I'm just asking all the questions. I'm not just random.
No order. Yeah.
It's kind of a long story, but I'll be quick. I had no idea I was pregnant for 4 months of the pregnancy.
That's literally almost half.
Yeah, so when I found out...
she was done by the time she found out.
Yeah, basically. Like, when I found out, I was like, oh, so I have a baby. I'm going to have a baby in 5 months, right? When people usually...
crazy.
Have 9?
Have 9. And so, at this point, though, I had gone off birth control, but then I was like, you know what? No... I don't like how I'm feeling. Let me get back on birth control. I went and got, they usually take a test, like a pregnancy test before they give you the birth control. And I came out negative for pregnancy. So I was like, perfect, give me the birth control, right? And we were about to go to Puerto Rico.
Right.
And so I go to Puerto Rico and I'm like, I'm feeling kind of weird, but no nausea, like not the typical symptoms, right? If anything, I felt like it was more like a stomach ache. I just ate something bad, but nothing ever came up. Like I did not feel sick, but I just felt weird. And then that feeling stayed there. Like it never really went away. Trip. Yeah, and I didn't notice until like maybe the last day, of the trip that I was like, I've been feeling like this for a couple days.
I mean, because you're in another country, and we were all so tired.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe it's just because I'm here, or...
I ate something. Yeah. So anyway, I spent about a month and a half with that feeling of, I ate something, but then I don't feel like I want to throw up. I feel like if anything, I need to eat more. But I feel kind of funky.
So you never thought it could have been pregnancy? Never
well, no, because like even Cody's like, you can't be pregnant. You just took a pregnancy test.
Oh,
and I'm like, exactly. Like, no, and I'm on birth control. And he's like, are your boobs sore? I'm like, no. He's like, yeah, you're not pregnant. Like all the typical.
Little did they know.
And then I go to the off. I'm like, okay, I need to go get this checked out, right? Because there were other things that were off too.
That's so crazy. I got chills, literally.
And it's so funny though, because like the nurse was so casual about it. She's like, we did find a stomach bug, so there was something in my stomach making me feel yucky. And then she's like, and you also came out positive for pregnancy.
I would have had a heart attack.
And I took off my mask. I was like, wait, pregnancy? She's like,
pregnancy.
And she's like, yeah, pregnancy. Like she was so chill. I'm like, do you get what this is like doing to me? I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, we're gonna do a blood test just to double triple check. But she's like, I ran your test 3 times and it was positive. And I was like,
well, it's kind of crazy that you heard it by yourself, like alone.
Yeah, I was by myself.
No one else was there. Like Cody wasn't there, and she just comes in and drops a bomb like that. Like,
yeah, dude.
I would have. I would have passed out. Probably.
We were in denial that weekend because that was Friday. We went to Denver Saturday and Sunday with Cody's parents.
So then when you told Cody that day.
Oh, yeah.
Did you call him or did you get home?
I called him. And he was at work.
Oh my god!
And he was at lunch with everyone.
I didn't know this part of the story.
Yeah, I don't know how Cody found out.
Yeah, I called him because we had like our suspicions.
Oh
and
my
I was
gosh.
like, there's no way I'm pregnant. And this birth control makes my period stop. So there's like...
No way to really tell.
No way to tell.
I'm dead.
And so...
So you called him.
I get in the car, I call him, I was like, I am pregnant. He's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yeah. And it's so funny because my aunt had suspicions, and my aunt was sitting right next to Cody, and she heard Cody say, no, you're not, or whatever. And she's like, oh, she's pregnant.
I'm dead.
Oh my God.
But I'm like, what? Because he's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. And then he didn't say anything. I'm like, oh, he said like, okay. And I'm like, you're not going to say anything else? He's like,
congratulations.
Yeah. Well, he's like,
yay. A little bit of a
I love you.
Seriously, he was literally like, I'm at lunch with your whole family because obviously everyone works together and like the rest of the office. So he's like, I'll call you back later. And I'm like, okay.
Later? I'm like, come home right now.
Literally, I'm coming over.
Who did I call
We're going to cry
afterwards?
together.
Anyways, that's how I found out. And so, yeah, so they had told me originally 13, was it 12 weeks or 11 weeks? And then like a week later, we go get another test, like the ultrasound, and they're like, oh, no, you're 15 weeks. I'm like, what?
Wait, so what month was it that you found out?
4th. Oh, like
month of the year.
Sorry.
Not quite.
The 4th month.
I can't function like that. Don't know the order of the
I'm like, I don't know month numbers. Give me a name.
It was November
4th.
No, sorry, it was October.
She was pregnant for 4 months in October.
Okay.
October. So I technically
You guys
got
went
pregnant.
to Puerto Rico in August, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So it
technically
was way after that.
I got pregnant mid-July. And I had just gotten COVID. Also.
I remember.
So it was kind of funny. I'm like, was I pregnant with COVID? You know, anyways.
Wow, yeah.
So that was my little story.
Well, Natalia's fine, so.
And she's fine.
She just literally, like, I blinked and she was here.
Yeah.
And then I blinked again and she's
walking. Legit almost walking.
Like, what is happening?
So that's my little story. So,
I love that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Just go get tested.
Yeah. Being sick is not normal.
Okay. Someone else asked us, if you could spend the day in someone else's shoes, who would it be and why? Now, I don't know if she meant, like, if we could spend the day in someone else's, as in each other's shoes.
I want to, like, see what it'd be like, what it would be to be, like, a teacher.
A teacher?
Well, I want to be in your shoes just so I can take care of Natalia.
Literally, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I want to be with the baby all day long, so I will choose Scuttle shoes.
Literally, like,
Yeah.
no questions.
That's so cute.
I do not want to go to Squint Teach Kids.
Are you sure you don't want to hang out with a bunch of 12-year-olds that are just absolutely psycho
I just
all
wanna
day long?
Bye, Natalia.
Oh, her legs are just...
Oh my gosh, I would die to spend a whole day with her.
Oh my gosh.
That is so cute.
Yeah. Well, how about we switch? Tomorrow.
Okay. I'll go.
You go to school.
Hello, kids.
And I'll watch
be
the
here.
baby.
I am Mrs. Galvez now.
That's funny.
Cool.
But, like, as far as another person...
As far as another person? Oh.
I don't want to be Selena Gomez right now.
Yeah, no. We're Haley. I don't want to be either.
Wait, you said you don't want to be Selena Gomez?
I would
Oh,
want
yeah.
Oh, you would
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
be her. See, I just think about, like, her being sick. I feel like that's
Oh,
hard.
I guess, yeah.
But
Take
just
away
one
the
day.
sickness, but it's just one day. I just
Yeah,
want to
bruh.
see what, like...
Being rich feels like.
Well, that,
and have
but
the whole world love you.
how she's feeling right now. Like, not
Oh,
like...
you're curious to see what she's feeling.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
just what she's thinking, what she knows that we don't know.
Oh my gosh, yes, actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like, maybe Justin Bieber even. Like, I don't want to be the guy that was in the middle of all this.
That's actually
I
great.
think I would want to be a dude for a day.
Really?
Who would you want
Like
to
who?
be? Like an athlete?
Honestly, I just want to see what it's like to be a dude for a day.
That's interesting to think about.
Actually, maybe Kendall Jenner.
I want to be Kendall Jenner. I want to be Kendall Jenner.
For
Except
very
I'm
specific
mad.
reasons.
I'm mad about all of that. I'm going to be honest. We've shared a bunch of reels about that. I don't even want to say it, bro.
I would want to be Rosalia.
Like, it's not real.
No, Rosalia?
Because, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine being loved by Rauw Alejandro. Like,
yeah,
you're loved by him.
I want to be ASAP Rocky.
Ooh, okay. Yeah,
you
fair.
get Rihanna. Nice.
Actually, I just want to be Rihanna. I just want to be her. Like, can I?
That's a great one.
I want to be Rihanna. For like the rest of my life.
Wow. Yeah.
I love. Yeah, her voice is
everything. About, I just think she's the coolest chick that's ever walked the face of the planet. Truly. Yeah. All right. Some dude asked us about what kind of white dudes Latinas are into, and I don't want to answer that question. So, sorry.
What kind of white...
Literally,
what's the question?
It says, what kind of white dudes are Latinas into from the country versus more Americanized Latinas? I think this question is bullshit, and I hate it, so I'm not answering
I feel like it really depends. Like, I've seen Latinas date cowboys. I've seen Latina dates, like...
And what does this mean?
Regular white
Latinas
dude.
From the country versus more Americanized Latinas? Like,
oh,
you can't... Latinas.
Okay.
That's dumb.
Okay, we have to realize that, like... So, the people that, like... Americans, right? Let's say white dudes in this situation. The Latinas that they date here, if they were to go to Mexico, it's out... I'm using that as an example, right? There's a whole other, like, world of, like, different personalities, different types, different backgrounds. So, I mean, I don't know.
Honestly, it's so personal. That's so hard to generalize what
because some Latinas really, like, they love white dudes. And some are like, I need someone just like me.
And what kind of white dudes? Are there different types?
Well, yeah. It's just ones that are respectful to you and your culture.
I guess, like, there's, like, the BYU... like white, fresh RM type dudes.
Well, I feel like I feel like I can speak for all Latinas where we do appreciate a white guy that is like
willing to learn
and likes your culture. I don't think
yeah.
Right? Like, that's the bare minimum. Yeah. It's like, oh, you enjoy what I'm into and like
what about I mean, we don't have to get into it, but maybe I feel like some of them are like just have like a weird fetish or like a weird desire of like I just want to date a Latina girl. Mm-hmm. They may not marry one, right, for some reason, but I just want to have one as a girlfriend and see what they're like and see.
I've seen Latinas love that, and I've seen Latinas hate that.
And again, it's all just so different and personal
just be cool.
and individualized. Like you're gonna love who you love. Yeah, and there's not like you can say you like this one type, but then you fall for someone that's different than that type. So I don't that.
I never thought I would marry a white dude, so...
And here we are.
Yeah. But I think it works great because he likes the Mexican culture.
Oh, yeah. That was, like, it had to be a little bit of a requirement. Yeah. You had to have some knowledge of my culture.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to share one more of these questions, and then we will move on to more of, like, the individual questions.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do... Okay, what is the best memory we have together?
I have
Do I remember most of the night, though? Just kidding.
Oh, wow, yeah. That was so fun. Okay, so...
I want a redo.
I know, me too.
With, like...
Yeah.
So it was like an all-girl party up in Salt Lake.
So fun.
And so, if you're from Utah, you know Salt Lake clubs, bars are not like the best, right? We don't have the best in the country, for sure. So this was like a touring club, I guess you could call it, like a party that was going around to every state. And it was only for girls. So I was like, bet. That's like
it was
safe.
A perreo party. It was like just reggaeton.
Sorry, papi. That's what
Sorry, papi. Yeah.
That was so much fun. And so I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, and obviously I was married at this point. So I'm like, hey, that's like a good space for all of us, right? And yeah, we get there and there were a lot of girls, a lot of chicks.
Only Latinas.
The
music was amazing. So the vibes were right.
So fun.
And I feel like it was the first time I felt so free at a club where I'm like,
yeah.
If my boobs pops out of my dress that I was wearing,
who cares?
And like we were just so free. We had so much fun. Like I felt like a little kid. Like I was crazy. Like I was having so much fun.
There is something very cool about it being an all-girl environment.
Yeah.
I went to an all-girl party like in high school one time, and I was like, bro, I love it. Granted, like it is also fun to party with dudes whatever.
Right.
But there's just...
We needed that.
Oh, I 100%... I don't ever want to go clubbing really ever again unless it's like one of those...
All girls.
Yeah.
That was really fun. It was a great night for all of us. We all had a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah. That's one of those good memories.
Yeah. What else?
I think that the OG brunch date where we like
that was great.
Came up with the podcast. That was fun.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this last time that we went to Sol Agave.
Oh yeah.
And you said something very dirty. I don't even know specific. Oh wait, yeah.
What did I say?
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. Yeah, don't say it.
So she said this dirty thing.
Oh my gosh, yes, I remember. Okay.
I don't remember.
I said it out loud.
And this waiter.
Oh, and the waiter walked
right as she was saying that, and he for sure
he's like
heard it.
It's like, come get this girl.
Somebody get her home.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. That was a funny memory.
Fun.
But
also, that In-N-Out experience was way fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That was fun. We went to In-N-Out, and I think we talked about it already in another episode, but we just felt so out of place because everyone there was 18. Right. We were close to our 30s, and we were like,
"We're
what
100."
Where are people dressed like what I used to dress like when I was 10? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Everything was weird. But honestly, my most special moments with you guys are the times where I go through a really hard time and I know I can call you, you answer and you talk to me and you never say, hey Desi, I have to go. Like most of you guys have dropped everything. Most of the time you guys are able to drop everything and just like counsel me and like be there for me.
And tell you, no Desi, you are not crazy. We are not crazy. And if somebody's telling you you're crazy, you're not. Unless you are.
Unless you are. But I know you will tell me. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Pull up your individual questions, guys.
I don't want to answer any of them.
None of them?
But I will.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, I think also, Caro, you said that the app sometimes sends you questions or something, because I do think that some of these are very like generic, like worst advice you ever got. Like what?
Right.
No one cares about that.
I got this one. How would you describe your style in one word?
Like someone's actually gonna sit there and type that for you? No.
I know nobody wants to know this. I don't have a style.
So I got this question, which I don't know. It could be the app or it could have been someone.
Answer it.
Because it's like in the middle. It says, you win the lottery tomorrow. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Not tell anybody.
Oh,
first.
for sure.
Right. Not tell anybody.
Not tell anyone.
Pay off my house.
Pay all your bills.
Yeah. Clean slate.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, obviously, I guess it depends on the amount. But even then, like, that's like a duh.
My students ask me this all the time.
Really?
We have this conversation all the time, and I'm like, I would quit my job 100%. Not because I don't love the kids, but just because I'm like, if I have that much money, I'm gonna go do something.
Yeah.
But I would literally buy my kids all like something.
I think in this stage of life, and I'm not trying to like sound all goody, but I'm just like, a human being does not need that much money. You know what I mean?
No.
If you truly want to find true happiness and all that stuff, there's happiness in other things, not just money. Obviously, money does facilitate a lot of things in life that bring you happiness.
How much money, though? Because I might need a lot.
Let's say 20 million. That was the lottery.
I want enough money to, like, do whatever I want whenever I want, but not so much that I'm, like, greedy. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, but I still wouldn't want people to know.
I don't even think 20 million is that much. I know it's a lot of money, but there's people with so much more money.
No, for sure. And that's like not even that much.
It's not that much at all.
I also, like, not to be all, like, goody good. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, goody good.
That's what you just said. Not to be all, like, oh, I'm so great. But, like, I would give so much money away.
Yeah.
So much money away. Because we need it. I know so many people that need it. I need it. We all need it. I'd be like... Hey, let me pay you your car off for you or something like that.
I think for me in that situation, family comes first. Like, I'll buy a house for every single member of my family, house, car, and give them money, every single family member. After they're good, I'll go for other people, but family will come first. And honestly, if I were to win the lottery tomorrow, I would drop everything and go on vacation, just like for a week, and then come back and I'll take care of everything else. But I just need to get away.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I for sure travel the world. That's the big one.
Yeah.
I guess the main one, though, is you don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
And, like, little by little, maybe hinted or whatever.
No.
But...
Like,
I mean, my mom's gonna be like, where does this money come from? You know what I mean?
I'd literally be like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like,
don't worry about it.
Like, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Like,
as long as I pay your bills, you stay quiet.
Exactly. I'm like, I'll pay your house off and buy you a new one, buy you whatever you want, but do not ask.
Dude, that's like
my mom
cartel status.
Yeah, I would tell my family that I won the lottery.
No, because then no, you can't. You can't. I've read Reddits on
this. Yeah, I know. I know you're not supposed to.
No, like you can't. People that have won the lottery, they've actually done research on this. It's like they like listed all the people that have won like substantial amounts of money, and a lot of them are either dead, in jail, or broke now.
Dude, I know someone from high school that won the lottery 3 times.
That's absolutely insane.
I know. It's pretty crazy.
That's
yeah, he was like a guy and he was just in high school. I think he won the lottery once in high school and then like 2 more times after. And he like bought a house, like just like what are the chances? Yeah, he's probably spending a lot of time and money buying tickets.
It almost makes I saw this guy, the latest guy that just won the lottery. It was like 20 or 2 billion. I don't even know. It was in the billions.
Wow.
At this point, and he bought like a huge, one of the biggest houses in LA, and people are like, what are you doing, dude? Like, chill. Like, that's not the
I don't think I would want to change my life, like, a ton. Like, like, I would probably stop working.
And get a house, a nice house.
But it's like...
But I honestly, like, I wouldn't change huge, drastic things. I would want to maintain, like, a humble lifestyle, if you will.
I wouldn't.
I'm humble enough. Like
no, I am gonna go crazy. Sorry, that's who I am.
Anyways, that was my question. What about you?
Oh, my question now.
Yeah.
I got this really sweet question, and it's not even a question. Someone just sent me a message.
Cute. I love that. Read it to us.
And the person said, I'm sorry for not checking in on you when you most needed it, but I always want you to remember you are amazing. Own that shit. Can we be friends? I want to know who sent this.
You know you can pay.
I'm never going to pay for this. If the person really wants to be my friend, she should reach out. Or him, I think. Yeah. I appreciate the message, but like, let me know who you are because I think this is so sweet.
Right.
And I have
Don't hide behind the screen.
But...
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer, but yes, we can be friends. If you care about me this much, I want to be your friend. This is so sweet.
Yeah.
I wonder who it is.
I have no idea.
Interesting. Okay, my turn, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So I told you guys. So when the anonymous question like thing was going around, I didn't want to do it just because I knew what I was gonna get asked. And then when we did it, I got asked exactly what I thought I was gonna get asked, and I got asked like 12 times the same question.
No way.
That's crazy.
Yeah. People want to know.
People want to know.
People want to know where I'm at religiously. So I don't know. But I don't know. That's not something I feel like I have a good answer for right now. So I'll come back.
Answer is we don't know. Yeah. Who knows? Nobody knows.
All I know is that I'm the same person I've always been.
Yeah, that's all we gotta worry about.
And I know that I'm striving to be a really good person to everybody that I encounter, and I want to love and be loved. That's all I know. So that
out of all
literally
the things,
like so many of these, so many.
I think it's interesting, maybe just because out of all the things someone can ask a friend or someone else, it's like that one. And I get it; it's kind of like a big question, but it's probably because if you're not from Utah. It's okay. You might not get it, but here, obviously, one, it's a big religious state.
Yeah.
Right? We can agree with that. And obviously a very specific religion, and within that, it's a culture. And the culture of someone leaving that religion or coming back to it or converting to it, it's like, that's something that I feel like everyone wants to know about. It's
interesting. And again, I think it's relatability because I think everybody, I don't know.
Maybe they want to know because they might have the same reason.
Exactly. And it's not that I've left anything. It's not that I am different. I'm telling you, like, I really do think I'm the same person I've always been, just with a whole lot more questions. You know, I still admire and cherish a whole lot of things, and there's things that are part of me that will never stop being a part of me, and so. But again, a bunch of you guys that asked that, if I have no problem having conversations, so just slide in the DMs, I guess.
I think that question's more of a conversation. You can't just have a straight answer.
Yeah. We just talked about this.
Literally, before we recorded, we talked about this for like an hour.
In an hour, yeah. And we still haven't gotten to
and there's yeah. Okay.
Mine are aliens among us. Someone asked me that question.
Among us?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like they're living within us, like they're living normal lives around us, or they're just here on Earth?
I think they have access. I mean, it's your question. You answer.
Right, you answer.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, immigrant aliens? Just kidding. We're not going there. But, like...
I mean, we are aliens.
I mean, technically we are. No,
we talked about this in the car the other night, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I was like angry. I was like, how can you not believe in aliens?
I definitely believe there's life out there. Now, do I believe that they're the tall, green, skinny, big-eye monsters? No. I believe that there's life out there that looks like us. That technically are aliens, right? They're also from somewhere else.
When we were talking about that, Cody, I think, was like, an alien is a thing that is foreign to us that is trying to come here. And I was like, oh, I thought that was just the thing that was out there. So that's, I don't know.
Because like an alien...
Alien is what is
because when you immigration
right,
stuff,
yeah, you're an alien. Yeah, because you're moving somewhere else. Yeah, you're trying to get. I know, interesting. I don't know. Do you think there's aliens?
I definitely think. I mean, the pyramids. That whole thing with the Egyptian pyramids it's very interesting. Apparently, like, we would not be able to replicate, like, the same design with this exact...
Like, perfectly structured, yeah.
And structure. I just find that very interesting. And if someone were to tell me, someone with a lot of knowledge, let's say someone that just knew everything, right? They're like, yeah, aliens did that. I'd be like, okay, that makes sense.
I believe it.
I accept that. Do I believe that they're walking among us? No.
I don't think they're...
But... there's other things in that I think that I can... we don't have to go into. It's obviously, like, very out there, so...
Should we have a whole episode on just aliens? Because I could talk about this for, 7 days.
Same.
I am scared of them. For some reason, I think they're not good.
Well, you know what's crazy is that if there are aliens, then we are aliens to them as well. So, that's why I'm not scared, because I'm like, they don't know us. They could be equally as scared of us.
But what are they doing here?
But I just find it so interesting.
They want to know about us too.
Because we go over there.
Hollywood or whatever entertainment has always been obsessed with aliens or the idea of more life out here or out there. So I was just like, if we've been so obsessed with that idea, with that belief, I'm like, someone had to start it. Someone had to believe it from the beginning. Like, kept it going.
Right. I believe it. I had a geography teacher that said he was. When you're taken away by them, what is it called?
You are
abducted.
He claims he was abducted by
aliens. Dead.
But I don't know why he was allowed to work at our school.
He was a weirdo.
He literally told us the story. And I'm like, wow.
Interesting.
Have you seen Fire in the Sky? So it's based off these dudes in the 80s or 90s. It was made into a movie based off in real life, and they claimed to be abducted and they were dropped back on Earth, like they were brought back.
Right.
And they did all sorts of like lying tests, lying detectors, and they all claimed the same story. None of it shifted, none of it changed. They were
What is it called?
Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky is a movie.
It's a movie. And so at the end it says based off true events, and it explains like all of them passed their lying detector test. Like no one, like it was like.
That's crazy.
It could be. I mean,
I believe in it. There's too many.
To me, it's fun to believe. And regardless, again, what we were talking about before this is that I know nothing.
Yeah.
And so there's no way I could know if aliens
are open.
But I'm not. Yeah. And to me, it's fun to believe it. And do I think that they are? Yeah, like you said, these green creatures. I don't know.
But don't come talk to me. Like I want nothing to do with you, but I believe in you.
Anyway, if you're an alien living among us, make yourself known.
Us up.
Don't make yourself known to me. Stay away.
Do you have one more question?
I do. Well, I got this question quite a lot. And the question is, are you still in love talking to your ex? I'm not going to answer. But I will make the answer. I will make the question known. People want to know. But, It is what it is.
Again, slide in the DMs.
I want to know who asked, because why do you want to know?
Yeah. Because, I mean, at this point, everyone should have some sort of good stalking skills.
Yeah.
If someone...
Yeah.
If we're on this much in social media, we know if they delete pictures. We know if they don't post each other. We know if
So just come out and say why.
It's just chill.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, keep your love life private. Keep private things private, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
But... someone out there is wondering that.
I know a lot of people are, because I didn't get just one question. But it's fine. Like, I don't care. It is what it is. Everyone has broken up or been broken up with, and everyone knows how it goes. It's not a mystery. Everyone knows how breakup goes.
I will say, like, the pet peeve of mine of, like, celebrities or influencers is, like, why I broke up video. And they just, like, do a whole video.
Crying.
Yeah, or, like, the apology videos. It's just like, dude, like, just say you're sorry, or, like, we're broken up, and that's it.
Yeah, my besties get the full script.
Yeah.
But everyone else just says, the answer I give is just didn't work out. And
it just didn't work out. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay.
And we're thriving.
Okay. I have a few more I can share. Someone said, do you think you'll continue living in Utah forever? That's a good question, because I don't know. Guys, I literally don't know anything.
Do you want to?
So here's the thing. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I can't wait to get out of Utah. I can't wait to get out of Utah. And I get it. Utah's a very weird place. The people here are weird. The culture is weird. I think it's weird, but I also think it's incredible. Like, I love Utah.
Nice, yeah.
I love... Like, we are in such a cool place where we have so much nature and beauty around us that I love. I love my job. I love the friends I have here. So right now, I don't want to leave. Do I think I'll be here forever? No, because I do think eventually I want to live somewhere where it is warm every single day. 365 days of the year.
Let's all move together.
I want it to be warm.
Oh, Stacy, where are we going to go?
Bro, I'm down for anything. But then I think, at the end of the day, what is the most important thing to me? And it is, like, the people around me, like my family and my friends, and they are here. So for the time being... And that's
the reason why people hate... The people that hate Utah, if you don't know, I think the main reason why they are still here is because of family.
Right, yeah. And I don't...
And it's scary to leave, like, what you're familiar with.
I don't want to miss out on important events with the people I love. And granted, if I move, I'm sure I'll find other people I love. But right now, these are the people I love. So right now, I'm good here.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe one day I'm going to move to Hawaii and
take me with you.
And open up a smoothie shop.
I don't know. I just know the day you're moving, you're taking me with you. Like, I don't even care.
Wherever Desi goes, I go. Wherever I go, Desi goes.
Aww.
And Caro. But she's going to bring Natalia too, so.
Yeah.
No, we need baby Natalia everywhere we go. All right, you have another one?
I have a couple.
Yes.
Let me see. Sorry, guys.
Starving right now.
See. Oh my gosh. Here, skip me.
Okay, we're gonna skip Caro because her phone froze. You got another one?
Oh, I got. What's your most embarrassing moment ever? Truly, there's one really, really, really embarrassing moment that's just, I'm not gonna share. That is like that. What I'm thinking about right now, that is the most embarrassing moment I've ever had.
You're not going to share it?
No, I'm not going to share it.
Do I know it?
Yes, I've told you. And it's sad. It's just sad.
I can't remember it.
And I don't want to talk about it because I think it includes other people. But I can think of another one. And another one was, it's not the most embarrassing moment, but after that one, it is. When I was about 10 or 11, I went to the mall with my family. And, like, I was wearing, like, these pants that like didn't have a button or anything. The only way that they were like holding up on my like waist was like a lace, like a bow, if that makes sense, like a
drawstring.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so it came undone, and it was really like it was a really loose park pants, and literally my pants fell to the ground, and I was like,
I'm dead.
I was 11 at the mall, like everyone saw it, everyone laughed at me, like that, like I never got over that.
Trauma.
Literally, my pants fell, and I was wearing like a pink Barbie underwear, like.
Cute.
Like, I know, it was so
It could have been worse, though.
Like, I
could have not been wearing underwear.
Yeah. Right, but to be 11 and to
worse.
be a little girl and, like, your pants fall out, like, to the floor, like, completely, like, your little butt is out with your little pink Barbie underwear, like, I have not gone over that. That has been the most embarrassing moment of my life.
I had the same experience.
That happened to you too?
Yeah, so my sister and I, for some reason, we were just like, went through this phase where we would literally pull each other's pants down.
Oh my gosh, that's mean.
Mean. And like, I never did it to her in a place that was embarrassing, but she decided that it would be a good idea to do it at the grocery store in front of everyone. Pulls my pants down. I'm wearing this like bright blue thong. Everybody sees it. I was literally mortified.
You're wearing a thong.
Yes,
oh my God.
bro. Yes. Yes.
See, that's worse than the Barbie underwear.
Right. I'm telling you, it could be worse.
And you were older than 11?
I was in high school.
Okay, yeah, no. That's way worse.
Yeah.
That's way worse.
And it happened again at church. I was wearing a long skirt and I had these boots that had like a baby heel, like a heel on them. And I was just walking, but my heel got caught on the hem of the skirt. And as I took one step, the skirt just came flying down because it was an elastic skirt.
Stop.
The skirt just came flying down. Literally.
That's so embarrassing.
I can't remember what underwear I was wearing, but
That's why Stacey has so much confidence. She's like, I've gone through some crap. Like,
I also
whatever.
ripped my pants in front of my crush because I thought it'd be so cool to do a cartwheel in jeans. Rips from like the crotch down to my knee, just open. It during mutual, so it was like all the teenage boys and girls in the same room, and I'm like, I'm gonna be so cool and do a cartwheel. That's what I get for being stupid. That's literally what I get.
So funny, Stacey. Wow, yeah, no, you've had more embarrassing moments.
But to be honest, to me now, that's it. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like,
funny.
that's what you're
I
like,
don't get.
Well, at least what happened to me wasn't in front of people I knew.
And you were younger. When you're young, things just hit way harder.
It really did hit me.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
how did I get over this?
All right, should I go or do you find your question?
I got one more.
All right.
Someone's asked, I don't know how much I want to get into it. So it said, so no more garments. Are you planning on getting sealed?
Someone asked you that?
Yeah.
Was it your mom?
Right. I'm like,
none of your business. I'm just kidding.
No, it is because we did say we were gonna.
Oh yeah.
Like we actually.
Okay. Yeah.
We're like, it is your business. Ask us anything. My business is your business. We made it clear.
Okay.
No more garments. I mean,
I'm hiding the juicy ones.
I do.
Yeah, me too.
I do wear them from like time to time. If I go to the temple, I'll wear them obviously to be respectful. And yeah, we're planning on getting sealed, but you know that time will come, and it's gonna happen soon, hopefully. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to say. I feel like a lot of that stuff.
Wait,
again, it's just such a Utah culture thing. Like, oh, is she wearing garments? Well, look at her dress. Like she's.
I have to say, like, for a while, I was like literally so hyper focused on people wearing garments.
Oh, 100%.
Is she wearing garments? Like, let me see the line on her thighs.
For sure.
Like, oh, she's wearing a tank top. She's not wearing. Like, why? I hate that. I was so judgmental.
Well, for those who have no idea what we're talking about, literally, it doesn't matter. Just move on with your life.
Don't worry about it. Honestly,
it's some weird shit.
It's just some Mormon stuff that. It is what it is. It's not like a bad.
You have more juicy questions that you're hiding?
Okay, not necessarily juicy questions. Just people said really nice things too, and I feel weird sharing shit like that. Sorry, stuff like that.
Do you have a juicy question you don't want to answer? Because
this was you, wasn't it? This was you, wasn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, don't answer that.
I'm not answering.
I know the answer.
Yeah, boring. Someone asked me this, but I don't want to share that either.
Yeah, no, don't answer that. Absolutely not. What the hell? Why would?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Because I am a teacher, and just for the slight possibility of any of my students running into these podcasts, I can't share absolutely everything. The day I'm done being a teacher, I will answer every single question, and I will tell you every little thing that I do that I partake in and enjoy. But for the time being, I do kind of have to just be careful with certain things. For example, look at this. Someone was like, hi, Miss Galvez.
Oh.
Tell me that's not a student.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Okay, what else? So you don't have to show them, but I want to see.
Right. Someone said, would you date not LDS guys?
Duh.
Sure. Why not, bro? At this point in my life, I don't
Options are limited anyways.
It is slim pickings. I'm not making it any more slimmer pickings.
Yeah.
Someone said this to me, and it was really nice. And so I just wanted to thank whoever said this, if I can find it. Someone said, oh, look how sweet that is. Someone said, I admire how confident and beautiful you are. How do you do it?
Yeah, how do you do it?
It's cool that someone said that because I don't always feel confident. Mm-hmm. So, fake it till you make it, honestly. I don't know. I think I come from a family that we continually hype each other up. And so I think I've just, I don't know. To me, I'm like, I know I'm imperfect in many, many ways, and I have moments where I hate myself and the way I look and things like that. But
you're human,
at the end of the day, I know that we all struggle, so we just kind of have to love ourselves. Yeah. And I've been working a lot in the last couple years to love myself and to look out for myself, because that's like the crazy thing about life is that everybody needs to look out for themselves, because if you don't, nobody else will. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But thank you, whoever said that.
That's so nice.
I really appreciate that, because I'm telling you, I do not always feel confident or beautiful, but we all are, and we have to remember that, and we all have something beautiful to share with the world. So, thank you, love you, whoever. I don't know.
Do you have another?
I have a couple more, but they're just kind of dumb.
They're dumb?
Not like dumb, but like,
ooh. Someone asked Stacey, how can you be so fine?
If you're a dude, like, for real, just slide in the DMs. I'm serious. I'm not gonna...
I hate guys that flirt.
Are you... Like, if this is a dude... Because it could be a girl that... Like, a friend or whatever. That's fine. I love you. Whatever. But if it's a dude telling me I'm fine, bro, grow a pair and talk to me. Seriously. Grow a pair.
I hate that so much. Like, you become instantly more attractive just by you sending me a message instead of just liking my pictures, right? Like, we do something.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen for you if you don't try. Anyway.
So, someone asked me if I was judgmental. And I would say I think I used to be, but I've come a long way. Because now I just don't care what people do. And
I think there's, like, good judgmental, right? Like, you're not trying to, like, put someone down by, like, what you think of them. It could be like, I don't feel safe walking down this.
Yeah.
Well, I think everyone judges other people.
Yeah. Like, I think it's okay at a certain point.
And it's normal to look at someone and think either positive or negative thoughts about it.
Just natural.
I think it's important on how you, like, act upon that. If you're out there just absolutely...
Like, talking crap.
And honestly, just don't spread bad energy.
Right.
Is a big thing for me.
Because I do be judging people in my head.
But I judge myself, and I judge people I love, you know?
Yeah.
But those are just thoughts. So, just whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot I got this one, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about it just because, again, another LDS thing. What are your feelings about the LDS church? And also, why did you choose to go through the temple years ago? So, whoever sent this knows me because they know this. I did go through the temple a few years ago. I think I was 21. Why did I choose? I thought it was the right thing to do, and I still think it was the right thing for me to do, and I loved it, and I love it, and there's a lot of beauty and peace that came with it, so I have no regrets. You know that tattoo dude that's like, no regrets? I have no regrets. I think the temple is a beautiful, peaceful place.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Should we finish up?
Yeah. Unless you guys...
I think maybe we can finish with, like, each asking each other one question.
Okay.
That we want to know about each other.
Okay.
That's kind of hard. It's kind of like on the spot.
Yeah, it is on the spot. You got a question?
No. It's because we talk so much.
We don't think there's
nothing else to know.
Okay, what about this? If you could choose another name to be called by, what would it be?
That's a good one. It's funny. I love that question.
It's a good one.
Wait, do you have an answer to that?
like my name a lot. Like, I love Carolina, Carolina.
I love that name.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Classic name.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of another... Like, for some reason, I like the name Bridget. Like, maybe because I grew up watching Bridget Jones. And that's just not, Bridget Jones. A Spanish name. And I just... England and London and British.
And she's funny.
Yeah, so
Bridget.
Claire Bridget, is pretty, but... Clara.
Minty.
Yeah.
Huh, how about you?
It's funny, I'm Stacy, and it's, I've told people my name, and I've gotten a lot of mixed reactions about my name. A lot of people are like, what? Stacy's a white girl name. That doesn't suit you.
I thought you were white until I met you.
Oh, you thought I was a white girl?
Nobody told me you were Latina. Nobody made it.
So funny.
Nobody told me you were Latina.
I'm dead. So, yes, you're over there like, I'm hanging out with Stacy, and you're like, what white hoe is he hanging out with?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Do you understand now?
That makes more sense.
Yeah, and then I met you, and then you said you're from Guatemala, and I'm like...
And I'm brown as hell.
The darkest.
We met in the summer.
Yes. I was so confused when I met you in person. I was like, that's not the picture. Because I haven't
the math isn't mathing.
No, and I didn't even see a picture of you ever before.
You didn't creep on my Instagram?
No, I didn't know how to...
I literally was about to follow you.
Oh, you should.
I was literally looking at all your Cancun pictures. Anyway, that's so funny. I don't know. I really like Stacy. It's a good name. It's not a weird... But it's not a super common name. I don't know.
What about like Jimena? Valeria?
See, I know so many girls with those names that I don't like. Jimena? I don't like.
Christina. Brittany.
You know what you look? You look like a Mariana to me.
Mariana?
Yeah, Mariana.
I don't like it.
Like Mari.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Mm-mm.
Maria Jose.
Stop. Maybe someone watches us and they have that name.
I just don't think it suits me, okay? I'm sorry.
You're throwing up right here.
Okay, there's just... Maria Jose is literally... I think 50% of the girls in Guatemala are Maria Jose. And they're like... They go by Majo. Majo. And they're like fresas. So yes, I'm generalizing the name.
I doubt there's any Maria Jose's on this side of the border. So.
Well, I feel like I could be a Vanessa.
You could be a Vanessa.
Yeah.
You could really be a Vanessa.
Like, I feel like that is my name.
We should start calling each other those names.
Nessa.
What'd you say?
Majo. No, don't call me that.
Stacy's gonna throw up.
No.
Oh my gosh. That's a good question,
Call
Kato.
me Bridget.
Call me Bridget. I'm gonna start calling you.
I'm gonna be thinking about this all my life.
Hello, Bridget.
Hello,
That's it for now.
Bridget, Vanessa, and Stacy. I always like the name Jazz. Short for Jasmine.
You could be a Jasmine.
But I don't like Jasmine.
Why?
I don't like the name.
Well,
but
you could be a
But
Jasmine.
I like Jazz.
What about like Jocelyn?
No.
Jocelyn.
No. I hate every name that's not.
It's either Jasmine or
JC,
nothing along those lines.
Stacy, JC.
I don't know. I just can't, literally cannot picture myself with it. My middle name is, so different than Stacy. I don't know. I just can't picture myself as another person name. I don't know. I'm dead.
Anyway, I literally can't think of a question.
Okay,
so.
I have a question for Desi specifically. Kidding. I was going to say, if you could describe your style in one word, that's a joke because she got that question on the thing.
I did.
And we were just talking about how we think the app sends questions too. So, no, that was a silly question. Okay, this is a question I talk to a lot of people about just because I love it. But if you could go to anyone's concert that has passed away, someone that's died, what concert would
Michael
you go
Jackson.
to? Oh, Michael Jackson is such a good answer.
Prince would be cool.
Prince is
just a big guy in our family.
Yeah.
So, but Michael Jackson, Prince, Elvis, the Beatles,
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston is my tied for number one.
Mm-hmm.
Tied.
I think Michael Jackson is my top for sure.
Beethoven.
God likes classical music, and that's
really
very cool.
Could you imagine?
Wait, that'd be sick as hell, bro.
Yeah, actually,
to see the OG classical composers.
Wow.
That'd be incredible. That's a good one, dude.
Yeah.
See, my number ones are Whitney Houston and Bob Marley. Some Zaza up in there. See, I love it.
And what's his name? Oh my gosh, he's a big Mexican celebrity actor that passed away when an airplane crashed.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, he's huge. Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Crickets? Or like Vicente Fernandez.
No, the guy.
I don't know any Mexican
Pedro.
Except for...
It was the girl.
Who?
That died in an airplane.
No, this is another guy. He died like back in the 50s. Anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, obviously you know that.
50s?
I just have mommy brain really bad. Anyways, anything else that we want our audience to know?
Desi didn't ask a question.
Oh.
What is one thing you want to do this summer?
I want to be outside every day. I feel like...
Oh, yes. That's
like,
for sure.
For some reason, in the past, I just took the sun for granted.
We all have.
And for some reason, this winter has been the hardest.
The hardest, longest winter.
It really has. And so I'm like, I'm going to be outside every day, even if I'm not...
I agree with you.
Cute or whatever, I just need the sun.
You're cute as hell. Please.
You're cute as hell.
Don't even say that. I'm delirious at this point. This summer I am going to get my eyes done, but I'm already done. I'm getting LASIK or whatever. Yeah, getting rid of my glasses finally.
I've never seen you wear them.
I only wear contacts because I don't like how I look with glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is an interesting episode.
I hope you guys got to know us a little more.
We're delusional people. There's no better way to put it.
we should put like on the podcast description episode, like, hey, play this while you're like doing dishes or something. Just have us in the background. We talked about so many different things that I feel like you could just pick up on stuff here and there, but we just wanted people to know more about us, and I guess it can just show you too that we're all over the place too all the time.
Yeah, this is who we are, and I hope that you felt like relatable to us.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe in the future we'll do another get to know us, and hopefully life will be amazing then too, and we'll have new things to share about ourselves. But
I mean, life is amazing now.
Yeah, but
who knows? Maybe there will be new things. Yeah, and that's the beauty of life.
Maybe Stacey will have a baby.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. Or maybe the dudes that are sliding the DMs being anonymous can just be not anonymous.
Maybe we'll get married.
To each other?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, at this
and then
point,
kind of,
I said at this point, if I was in that situation.
Yeah, we'll either get married or you can adopt us. Like,
yeah.
You guys can decide. You have
Seriously.
a choice. But, incredible. I mean, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and getting to know us and following us and listening to us and loving us and sending us messages. We appreciate you so much. We do this for you.
We really do. And for ourselves and for each other. Yeah. But yes, we're so grateful for all the people that sent in questions and are just commenting and liking and all that stuff. If you ever have other questions, feel free to slide in the DMs. We are all actively checking our social medias, and so and we are here for you guys, no matter what.
We're your brown sisters.
We're your podcast besties.
So, yeah, this episode will come out when? Next week?
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. Dang.
But you won't know that because you don't know when we're recording, so.
Anyways, well,
and this video might not even work out like it usually doesn't. You might not even watch this.
Don't jinx it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah, don't jinx. Okay. Positive vibes only.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Love and blessings. Peace, love and blessings. Bye.
Bye.